Hey YouTube, this is Jaden coming at you in Team Shadow Strike, and this is going to be a video about a certain person who contacted me who is a friend, and something happened to him, and I want to use the situation of what happened to him to maybe teach you somebody who just passed where driving a motorcycle and wanted to let us know about it, so I hope you enjoyed that. But anyway, something happened to a friend of mine, and I wanted to share the story of what happened to him because I want to teach you not to make the same mistake. Well, not teach you because I don't want to make it seem like I'm but I want to at least let you guys be aware of this, so at least maybe you won't fall victim to it. My friend, he met somebody on a form of social media or something. I don't know how he met this person, but it was not a face-to-face thing. He did not meet this person at a locals or a tournament or an event that Bushy Road was sponsoring or anything like that. It was literally over computer. And my friend saw that this guy was selling a deck, and he wanted to purchase said deck. So they agreed upon a price. And the guy said, well, you send me the money, I send you the deck. Okay? He sent him money. 2-3 days go by, nothing. Where's my deck that I paid for? Nothing. A couple days later, still no cards. Dude, where's my cards I sent you money for? Nothing. A week after, he sent him a little more, 1 second, guys. Stupid pop-up. Go away. A week later, a little more, increased verbiage and a little more curse words. Dude, where the fuck is my cards? Nothing. The point of this is you need to be careful who you deal with. I know there is a Facebook group of people who sell decks online. I don't know for sure if this was through Facebook. I think it was, but I can't say for sure. I am not doing this to literally target everybody. The point here is get to know somebody before you start dealing with them. I want to use a prime example here. I've made a friend through YouTube. His username is OmegaSide. I know him as Dakota. We have been trading and dealing with each other and have met each other in person multiple times. We can trade cards through the mail and things like that because I trust him. It's not that I don't trust you if I'm not willing to do that with you. It's because some people are flat out fake. I'm sorry. I'm not saying that there is someone who would do that, but it's one of those things that you just can't open yourself up to. That's why when I do a trade with somebody, if it is not a face-to-face trade, if it's through the mail, it has to be with someone that I trust. People I've done this with. My friend Ryan, once he moved, we sent cards back and forth at least 4 or 5 times. I've done this with Dakota at least twice. I've done it with other people. And it's because I trust them. My point is my friend, he met somebody he thought he could trust, sent him money, and then got nothing for it. And he asked me, is there anything I can do? And I said, well, how did you pay him? Well, I just sent him money. Like through the mail? Yeah. Okay. If you sell things through Facebook, I know some people do it through PayPal. I still would not recommend doing that. Here's why. True, if they stiff you, you have cause to at least get your money back, but you have to do all the work. I do not purchase cards or purchase decks from somebody, because what I do is I'll go on eBay, find decks that people are selling, and I'll buy them up and then trade the deck off as separate cards. I'll trade the deck off as one piece. I'll take the deck, put some more money into it, and then sell the deck myself. Kind of like when someone you see on these shows where they buy a house and then they flip it. I kind of do that. Like, I'll find decks online and go, okay, you know what, if I put this and this into there, or I might keep the deck myself. Because it's easier to buy a deck that someone has started that then decides they didn't want to finish buy that and then just add a little more to it, as opposed to opening thousands of packs and buying one card at a time. I only do that through eBay. And I am not getting anything for saying this, by the way. The reason I do it through eBay, here's why. 3 occasions now, I have bought something through eBay, and the seller does not send it. Well, then you're saying, well, Jaden, then how can I trust eBay if that's happened to you? Here's why. The first time it was for 4 or 5 packs of sleeves. Second time it was for about $100 worth of cards. And the third time was for a deck. All 3 of those occasions, because when you purchase something on eBay, you are told when they have received payment, you are told when they have shipped it. And if they have tracking, you can go through eBay and find out where your package is. Now, all 3 occasions, these happen the exact same way. I send payment. I confirm they've been paid. I understand sometimes sellers on eBay will say, I will not be able to send until 2 days from now because of work. You know, they have a life too, and that's fine. When you do a deal with someone, talk to them. That little button that says contact seller is there for this specific reason, so you can talk about your purchase. If I were to buy this, when can I expect it to be sent? It may be in the description of the item. It may not. If it's not, ask them. All 3 occasions, this is what happened. I sent money. They got it. 3 days went by, and the status of the item never changed. It said, the item has been paid for. The seller still needs to ship. So I send them a message. Hey, what's going on? Did something come up? Is there a problem? Did you have an emergency? Whatever it is okay. I am not mad. Please tell me. I don't, because trust me, guys, I've sold things on eBay too, and sometimes things just get in the way. But please, just tell me if something's come up and it's going to be another day or 2. I can deal with, you're going to have to wait another day or 2, because at least then you are talking to me. No reply. Second message. It has been 4 or 5 days now since you have been paid, and I have not seen the status of the item changed. Now, I don't want to, and this is what I can say. This is what I said in all 3 of those emails on the second message, and feel free to use this suggestion as a template for yourself. On the second message, say, look, I don't want to report you for this. I don't know what the deal is, but you have been given 24 hours to respond to me, or sometimes even 48 hours to respond to me, and you have not. So please, I am giving you another 24-hour period. Contact me, tell me what's going on, be honest with me, and we can figure this out. If I haven't heard from you in 24 hours or 48 hours, however long you want to give them, I am going to turn you into eBay. Okay? Didn't hear anything back from either of those messages. So then, you can go to the item that you have purchased and you select report the seller. Or, after you do that, call eBay and tell them what has happened. What eBay then will do is issue you a complete refund for whatever you purchased, and then they deal with the person. This is easier for the buyer. That is why I say, if you want to sell cards, if you want to sell a deck, do it through eBay. It protects both of you. And after I reported them, I sent them a message stating, I am sorry, but I reported you. I don't know what your response was, but you never gave me any kind of communication, and you left me with no alternative. If I send you money for an item, I expect to receive the item that I have paid for. That's it. And if you can somehow rate that seller lower for doing that, I would definitely do that. You know, you might be saying, well, Jaden, maybe something came up and they couldn't get near a computer for a straight week. You know what? That is entirely possible. But what is more likely, that something like that happened, or they realized they wanted to get more money for the item they sold and they just choose not to say anything back? it's something that is, it's a very gray area. But if you're going to be buying a deck off somebody, do it through eBay. Because if you purchase it and you send payment and you don't get it, you can easily receive your money back. All 3 of those occasions, I talked to a woman at eBay. All 3 times it was a woman, ironically. I told them the problem. They said, you should receive a full refund within 2 to 3 business days. And it usually was after 1 business day. Then eBay takes care of everything else. If you're going to be doing purchases of multiple cards, do it through eBay, unless it is a trusted friend, like what I did with Omegacide recently. Omegacide is someone I can do that with because I know I could send my deck 3 days before he would have sent me his, and I know he still would have sent me his. When it's people like that you can trust, power to you. It's great to have friends that you can trust that much. But the reason you have that trust with those people is because you've built up to it. Do not take something that is that precious and takes time to build. Don't give that away blindly. And that's unfortunately what my friend here did. And we had a conversation about it. He wasn't happy with what I told him, but he eventually came back and said, yeah, that was stupid. And yes, before you ask, I had permission to make a video about this from him as well. But it is something, I will not be mentioning the seller's name, and I will not be mentioning my friend, because I did not get permission to use his name. But another thing also, if you do purchase off eBay, check their rating. I do not purchase from anybody on eBay unless they have at least a 95% or higher. If they have anything lower than that, I will move on. It's not because I'm judging them, it's just because the higher that percentage, the more likely that they have been doing that long enough and they have credibility. It is just something to protect you and your money. And when purchasing through eBay, it's easier and it's simple. So if you are going to be doing that, please, if you are making a deal with somebody, just tell them, post it on eBay. Another point that someone's going to bring up, and I'll go ahead and address it now. Someone will say, well, Jaden, if they post it on eBay, they got to pay eBay fees and all that. Yes, they do. Add $5 to the purchase, or $5 to $6, $7 for the purchase. It is safer to do it that way, where both parties are protected and have the guarantee that they're going to get their part. That's all I'm saying, because I'm pretty sure somewhere someone has sent a deck to someone that they were going to receive money for and they never got paid for. So all I'm saying is do it through eBay. It's easier and it protects both parties. So I hope that this has given you a piece of information that you will remember in the future. Please do not see this as a way to discourage you from purchasing online. I have purchased a lot of my cards and card accessories through online, and those are just 3 out of hundreds of transactions. You are going to find bad eggs everywhere, but know if you do it through eBay, at least you as the buyer and your money is protected. So anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it gave you some insight if you do wish to make purchases in the future. If you have questions about it, please do not hesitate to leave a question below in this video or send a message to the team email site that is literally, every time someone sends me an email, it comes right up on my very, very dirty screened phone. It's T3AM_shadowstrike@gmail.com, and it's all one word. No hyphens, no underscores, no dashes, no nothing. T3AM_shadowstrike@gmail.com. Send me a message, send me a deck you want me to look at and try and edit for you guys. I love getting messages and helping you guys out, so please, if you ever want to just send me a message, ask me a question, or even just to say what's up, please feel free to. I am not a one thing that you can say a lot about me, but one thing that I am very easily I'm a very easy person to talk to. I'm very approachable. So please, if you ever have a question about purchasing and buying cards or the value of cards or deck building, please feel free, or any other reason that you can think of, whether it's card game related or not, feel free that you can message me. I do want to be here as a friend to all of you. So please feel free to have that option available to you. So anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you learned something from it. Please give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I will see you guys next time.